Hey guys, it's Olga here. Well, Valentine's Day is here and I decided I must spend it with my favorite Valentines, aka you guys. So as promised, today I will be doing my first Q&A video. Get comfortable, get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, because this is gonna be one long video. I have my cup of tea here because you guys know I am obsessed with teas and you're always asking me what teas I'm drinking. So this one is a herbal tea from David's Tea. It's called Goji Pop. It has apples, goji berries, rose hips, honeydew melon, all this yummy stuff. I really love the taste of this tea and it has this nice pinkish color to it, which I think is very Valentine's Day appropriate. So, did you get your drink? Did you? No? Okay, I'll wait. Alright, all good? So let's get started. So the first question is from Nurse vs. Food. Hi Alex. Alex also has a cooking channel on YouTube. Glad to see the video up and running. Olga, I have one question. Will you be my Valentine's forever and ever? Yes, absolutely. Okay, next question. Cherry Baby wants to know, what is your favorite food? When did you decide to become vegan? My favorite food is probably tomatoes. I love me some tomatoes, and in all sizes, shapes, forms, and colors. We always have tomatoes at home. I also am obsessed with garlic, and you guys probably noticed that because I put garlic in pretty much all of my recipes, and that's why I think I smell like garlic 24/7. But you know what, I can't help it. I love how it tastes, I love cooking with it, I love how it smells. I recently found out that there is a garlic festival that takes place in the summer close to where I live, and I'm planning on going. Yeah. When did I decide to become vegan? So I think some of you might be a little bit confused. I am not vegan right now. I was vegan in 2012 for about 4 months, and then I went back to being a pescatarian. So right now I am a pescatarian technically, but I don't like putting labels on my diet. But a pescatarian is a person who is a vegetarian but still eats fish. I am planning on going back to being a vegan in 2014, so right now I'm working on slowly transitioning to a vegan diet, and that's why I did all the series with Tisha where we talked about how to transition in a healthy and sustainable way. But I gotta tell you that most of the meals that I make for myself are either vegan or raw vegan, and you probably noticed that in my videos, if the recipe is not vegan, I would usually tell you how you can make it vegan. Just to clarify, I became vegan for the first time in 2012. That's, I guess, when I decided to become vegan, then went back to being a pescatarian, and hopefully this year will be a vegan again. I dressed up for you guys. Look, formal in the front, party in the back. Are you ready for my next question? I mean, your next question. Okay, Crystal wants to know, why did you start eating right? Well, my reason is a little bit unfortunate because I was really sick and I was in a lot of pain. I was taking tons and tons of medications that at some point stopped working, and I honestly didn't know what else I can do to help myself. So I turned to food. I started researching about nutrition and a healthy lifestyle, and that's when I became a vegan. I changed my diet, I changed how I lived my life, and I was able to cure myself. No medical degree needed here. I want to make a separate video talking more in details about how sick I was and the process that I wanted to learn about nutrition and about eating right and living a healthier lifestyle. So give this video a thumbs up if you want to see a video like that, and I will do it soon. Aiste wants to know, it would also be cool to know what got you into vegan and healthy foods. Aiste, such a beautiful name. Where are you from? So this is pretty much the same question. I was sick and I was in a lot of pain. I didn't know what else to do, so I decided to change my diet and it helped me get better. I think this is so sad, guys, because this is the case for a lot of people. A lot of people start to eat healthier because they're experiencing some health issues, and I absolutely admire people who decide to have a healthier lifestyle not because they're sick or because they're in pain. So if you're considering eating healthier, do not wait until you're sick. Please guys, I'm begging you. Alright, next question. Oh my gosh, I don't think I can pronounce your name. Fablunch Alexa. I'm so sorry, I probably butchered it. But hello. Maybe that's a stupid question. There is no such thing as a stupid question. But I ask, what do you know about Hungary? I love you, please answer. I love you too. Actually, I have been to Hungary. I was 6 or 7, but I don't remember too much about it. I know that it's in Central Europe. I know it's close to Slovakia because we did a trip when we went to Slovakia, Czech Republic, and Hungary. I spent about 3 days in Budapest, and I remember having the most amazing architecture. The sites were so beautiful. You guys also have very colorful traditional clothes. I remember that. But I would really love to go back again and, you know, experience it as an adult now. I'm loving the questions so far, guys. I hope you're having fun, you know, listening to my answers. Mashale wants to know, you guys have the most amazing names. Seriously, they're so cool. I love your accent, it's so cute. Where are you from? So a lot of people have been asking me where am I from. I'm originally from Moscow, Russia, and I moved to Canada when I was 16, so now I live in Toronto, Canada. And my accent is Russian, and I don't think that it's cute, but you know, gotta live with it. Karina wants to know, I love your recipes, you're the best. You're the best. By the way, I love your makeup. Thank you. I actually don't wear makeup at home. I only do my makeup for you guys when I'm at home. My Q&A would be, what do you eat on your cheat days, or do you always eat like this? Also, how do you have such fabulous skin? First of all, I do not have cheat days. It's not like I would eat healthy during the week and then on Saturdays, you know, I would just eat whatever I want. But I do have some cheat meals just because, you know, I am a human and I do live at home with my family, so I am surrounded by food that technically I should not be eating. Some of my guilty pleasures are cheese. It's very hard for me to quit cheese. I don't know. Let me know if you guys had that problem before and how you overcame it. Cheese is my weak spot. Also, sometimes, even though I try to eat as little gluten as possible, I let myself have rye bread. So I would make a sandwich, a veggie sandwich using rye bread, just because I grew up eating it and, you know, it brings back good memories. Eventually, I want to eliminate gluten completely out of my diet. So those would be kind of my cheat meals. So my skin. I have to tell you that my skin was really bad when I was a teenager, and if I was to look back at my pictures when I was in high school, I would start crying because my skin was so bad. I had so much acne. When I started to eat healthier, there was a huge improvement in the way my skin looked. So I am a firm believer that in order to have a beautiful skin, you first of all have to help it from the inside and you have to help it from the outside. So from the inside, meaning that you have to have a healthy diet and you need to be drinking lots and lots of water, at least 8 glasses of water a day. And what I mean by helping your skin from the outside, I personally love doing natural face masks, and to be honest, I don't think I've ever purchased a face mask from a store because I usually just go online, I do some research, you know, find what products are good for your skin. They're usually in my kitchen, so I just go and mix myself a mask and apply it, and a lot of those masks are amazing. I'm thinking of filming a video for a natural face mask. I don't know if you guys would be interested, but that mask did wonders for me, especially when it came to clearing my acne. So let me know if it's something that you guys want to see. Do you like my big Paris cup? I certainly do. I like big cups and I cannot lie. Oh yeah. Dottie wants to know how is posting 3 videos a week. I love all of them. Thank you so much. To be honest, a little bit exhausting because I don't think I've ever told you guys, but it takes me on average 20 to 25 hours to finish one video, if it's a recipe video. So you can do the math, how much time I need to spend each week in order to upload 3 videos a week. If it was up to me, I would be uploading every day, multiple times a day, because I have so many recipes to share with you guys. But I'm trying my best, and I know sometimes my videos are late, but you know, you gotta understand, I'm not a professional video maker, not a professional video editor, and I have the worst luck when it comes to technology. So whenever I film my videos, there are always issues with my camera, my lights, and then when I edit, my computer lags, my editing software crashes all the time, and then YouTube just, you know, refuses to upload my videos. So there are just certain things that I can't control, and you know, it kind of delays uploading of my videos. And I don't know how much longer I will last uploading 3 videos a week, hopefully at least for the next couple of months. So next question is from Emelou. Hello, I'm French. Salut Emelou. I was wondering, do you have an accent or am I just dreaming? If I'm right, where is it from? I do have an accent. It's a Russian accent. Na ruski accent. Asula is asking, has your skin changed since you became vegan or started eating healthier? So I already answered that, but yes, absolutely, there was a huge improvement in the way my skin looked when I started to eat healthier. And I'd have to say I noticed the biggest difference when I started to drink water regularly and when I cut down the amount of dairy that I eat. There's a lot of research that shows that dairy causes acne for a lot of people, and it is so true for me. So when I do have my cheat meals, you know, when I have some cheese, the next day I am guaranteed one big shiny pimple on my face. I wonder how many names I mispronounced so far. I apologize. I am so sorry. Squiddy Elmo Squid Butt, I like your name. What language do you speak and what religion do you come from? So my first language is Russian and I speak Russian at home. I also try to speak English. As you can tell, I'm not always successful. I speak French and a little bit of Spanish. By the way, I don't like speaking English. I don't like it. And what religion do you come from? So I was raised a Russian Orthodox, but over the past few years I became more spiritual rather than religious. So right now, you know, I believe in higher power, I believe in universe, and I say prayers every morning and before I go to bed, but I'm talking to the universe when I do that. I still wear a cross though, but it's not for religious purposes. When I was little, my grandma would always take me to church. So my grandma is still back in Russia and I miss her so much. So in a way, it's my way of keeping my grandma close to my heart and having her with me at all the time. A lot of you want to know, what do I do? Do I work? Do I study? Do I sit at home and do nothing? Well, I graduated from university a couple of years ago. Then I was working at an accounting firm. I was an auditor. So just picture Olga in a suit, all formal, going to big companies and auditing their financial statements. Yeah, very exciting life. So I recently quit that job and right now I'm focusing on my YouTube channel and also building my food blog. If you guys haven't seen my website yet, what are you waiting for? Fablunch.com, go check it out. My website is work in progress right now just because there's so many things that I want to add and I want to do, and you know, just learning how to do all those things takes a lot of time for me because I am such a noob when it comes to, you know, HTML and all the coding and all this computer stuff. And when I figure something out, even if it's the smallest thing, I'm just like, yes, I am programming genius. Oh yeah. So working on the website, also learning how to take better food pictures and working on a very secret but super exciting project which I can't tell you about just yet, but I don't like keeping secrets from you guys, so I will let you know as soon as possible. Trent wants to know, which do you like better, fashion or makeup? I think fashion. I'm actually following a few fashion bloggers on Instagram and online. I don't think I'm that much into makeup. I just have a few looks that I constantly recreate. By the way, I really want to start buying natural makeup. So if you guys know of any good brands, please let me know in the comments down below. I would really appreciate that. Gotta fix my hair. I whip my hair back and forth. Oh no, such horrible taste in music, Olga. Somebody comments. Emily wants to know, Emily has been subscribed to my channel for such a long time and she always leaves me the sweetest comments ever, and don't think that I don't notice such things because I do. So her question is, since I'm a French Canadian, salut Emily, I'm curious for this. You said many times that you went to France and learned French. Why did you go to France and what were your motivations? I've been to France twice in my life and both times were for school purposes. So the first time I was in grade 9 and I did a mini exchange. I was living in Paris for 2 weeks with a French family, and the reason I went was because I was studying French at school and I absolutely loved French language and French culture. So when I had the opportunity to go with my school on exchange, I absolutely had to do it. The second time I went to France was when I was in my 3rd year of university. I did a proper exchange, so I went to France for 6 months. I was there for a full semester. I was living in a city called Rouen. I was going to a business school there. It's about an hour and a half away from Paris by train, and it was a very cute town which I absolutely loved. And I actually had to go on that exchange because in school I was studying international business, so as a part of my program I had to go on exchange. But I chose France myself because, again, I love everything French. The French language, French cuisine, French architecture, French fashion, just oh my god, oh mon dieu, I love everything. Alexandra is, ooh, cup, behave. Alexandra is asking, I saw in one of your videos that you were speaking a bit of French. Oh, you guys are all going with the French questions. Are you a fluent French speaker? If you ever come to Paris, I'd be glad to meet you. I used to be fluent in French. Actually, when I was moving to Canada, I was 16 and I was fluent in French at that point, and I didn't really speak English that well. To be honest, I hated English. When I came to Toronto, I was forced to speak English, and I was only taking French classes at school. You know, they were just not that great. Even though I was taking advanced enriched level, I was still started forgetting a lot. When I went on exchange, obviously, I improved my French again, but right now my French is not that great because I'm not practicing. No one in my family speaks French, and you know, when there's no practice, you just start to forget a lot. Actually, oh my gosh, I just had the best idea ever. If you guys speak Spanish or French, why don't you write me your comments in Spanish or French so I can practice? Oh my god, if you could do that, that would be amazing. Help the sister out. And if I come to Paris, we are absolutely meeting Alexandra. There is no question about it. Let me have some tea. Paris, tu me manques. Karen is asking, hi Karen, do you cook meals like this every day or do you have more lazy meals throughout the week? Love you, Olga. Love you too. So first of all, I do not cook every day just because it's not very practical. So when I do cook, I try to make a big portion so we have leftovers for a few days. Also, I am all about prepping ahead. So what I like to do on the weekends, I wash and cut all the veggies that I could use later in my salads or in my smoothies. Or for example, with kale, I would just wash and dry it and, you know, tear it into smaller pieces. So if I want to make a salad, I just grab my bowl and I already have all my ingredients cut and I pour some homemade dressing on it. And you know, that would be a lazy meal for me. Or if I want something, you know, more filling, I could make like a gluten-free pasta with some fresh tomatoes, basil, spinach, garlic. Gotta have my garlic in there. You know, like some olives maybe. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hungry. So yeah, that would be another lazy meal for me. Mega the kitty cat, hi Olga, hello. This has got to be the most beautiful salad I've ever seen. Yes, I love that salad too. Where are you from? So I already answered that. When is your birthday? My birthday is on July 8th. I am a Cancer. What sign are you guys? Dominica is asking, how tall are you? What is your favorite type of tea? I am 5'6" or 4. 6. I think 4. 5'6" or 5'4", mom. Я не помню сколько я. I am 5 feet 6 inches or about 164 centimeters, and my favorite tea, must I pick one? It doesn't feel right. Lately I've been loving simply just chamomile tea with a slice of lemon. I don't know why, it just tastes good together and I have it every time before I go to bed. Some Facebook questions too. Let's see. Mariella is asking, hello Mariella. What do you do for a living? Answer that. What is your favorite meal? I love rainbow salads and I love soups. I'm a big fan of soups. Do you have YOLO days? By YOLO, do you mean, do I have days when I just eat whatever I want? Not really, because when I think about YOLO, you only live once. This is the reason why I eat healthy, because I want to live as long as I can and I want to be as healthy as I can, feel my best. So pretty much every day, I guess, is a YOLO day for me. Oh, dude, Monica, I don't think I pronounced that right. Hi, Olga, hello. This is a good idea. How's your morning routine? So I wake up, then I kiss Olive, my cat. Then I go to the washroom, kiss Olive, eat breakfast, then kiss Olive a little bit more. I'm just kidding. So I wake up around 6 or 7 every day, then I go to the washroom, do my washroomy things. After I have a glass of warm lemon water with cayenne pepper, I already talked about that on my Instagram. Then I take a few minutes to plan out my day and write my to-do list because I like staying organized. And I recently started meditating, guys, so after that I would spend 10 to 15 minutes meditating. Then I would have breakfast, which is usually a big green smoothie or a big green juice. After breakfast, I like all my liquids to settle in, so I spend about an hour answering emails, some comments. Then on the days when I work out, I would either work out at home or I would go to a yoga class. And that's pretty much how my mornings are. Stevo is asking, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Yeah, I actually had to go to the ER. Thanks for asking. What are some of your hobbies? Well, this whole YouTube thing is one big hobby that takes a lot of my time, but I'm also learning how to play guitar on and off kind of, because sometimes I get frustrated that I'm not improving that fast. I go to salsa classes. What else? I collect cookbooks. Yeah, I guess that's a hobby, and I read them as if they're regular books. I would also really like to take Spanish classes because I would love to improve my Spanish, but I don't know if it's a great idea because I'm a believer that, you know, in order to learn the language, you should immerse yourself in that language and in that culture. So if you guys know a good program where I could go and spend a few months just learning Spanish in a Hispanic country, please let me know because I would really be down to do that. Food Tips is asking, how is your lovely kitten? She is doing wonderfully, but she is such a troublemaker. Oh my gosh, because she's still a kitten, she's very, very playful and very curious. Whenever I'm filming, she has to go check on me. What am I doing? And she has to sniff all of my equipment. But I love my cat way too much. Show him to us during the video. It's a her actually. Olive is a girl. I'd love to see him all grown up. To be honest, she's still very tiny. She's just a very tiny cat.
Olive, what are you doing? Excuse me, I'm making some tea. I will eat you. I will eat you. Oh, you guys wanted to see my cat. Here she is, taking over my tea.
Do you practice yoga? Yes, I go to hot yoga classes and I can't recommend it enough. I am absolutely in love with yoga. It makes me feel wonderful. Carol is asking, by the way, I'm stalking all of your Instagram accounts to check for your name, so don't be weirded out, but yes, I am being a stalker. So how did you develop healthy eating habits? I already told you that I started eating healthier when I was sick, but the first thing that I did was learn as much as I could about nutrition and about food. And I'm still learning to this day, and I think I will continue learning for the rest of my life. But at that point, I just read as many books as I could about nutrition, and I tried to make sure that it's not just one-sided. So I read books that are about the vegan diet, I read books that are about paleo diet, and I tried to determine what makes more sense to me. I also started following a lot of healthy food blogs and watched a lot of documentaries. You'd be surprised how little we know about food because they don't really teach us about food in school, and a lot of information that we get is from the media, and a lot of it unfortunately is misleading or false. It's actually really, really scary. After I gained a little bit of knowledge, I started to do mini experiments with my diet, and what I mean by that, I would add or I would eliminate a certain food for a couple of weeks, and I would try to determine how does it make me feel. Does it make me feel worse? Does it make me feel better? There's so much that I want to tell you about the process that I went, so I think this question deserves a separate video because I think it will be helpful to a lot of people. And now we dance. I don't dance like that really. Maybe I do. I don't know. So I think this is all of the questions that I'm going to answer today. It's getting kinda late. I had so much fun answering your questions, guys, and I honestly did not expect that you will ask me that many. So I think it calls for part 2. So if I didn't answer your question in this video, it will go into my next Q&A video. Also, if you have more questions for me or if you didn't get a chance to ask me your question, leave it in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and subscribe to my channel so you stay up to date with all my recipes, what I'm up to. Hope all of you guys had an amazing Valentine's Day and spent it with your loved ones, whether it's your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your parents, your friends, your cats, your dogs, or just yourself, because you know you gotta love yourself. I wanted to tell you that I am so grateful for having all of you in my life, and I will not be tired of telling you that I love you and that I appreciate you. But before I get too cheesy, you know I'm trying to cut down on cheese, I'm gonna tell you my goodbyes. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.